Everyone. So I'm going to read one more time about Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie because his journal's been released now. And so he has the story of what he did and what happened. And basically he's saying that they were trying to cross a river and get back before dark, and she fell in the river. He couldn't find her at first. She must have hit her head because he said there was like a lump on her head, and that she was in a lot of pain, and he had to carry her, and it was really cold and she was wet. So he tried to, like, he couldn't make it all the way, so then he tried to make a fire, and she was like just in a lot of pain and basically begging to be put out of her pain. And so he mercifully killed her, which makes no sense when you don't really know what's wrong with that person. I mean, it could have been a broken something, and she could have gone to the hospital and it could have been fixed. So it sounds odd. I'm not buying it. So I'm just going to ask a couple questions. My first was going to be, was she in extreme pain? So let's just see what the cards say. So let me focus on that question for a moment. Was Gabby really in extreme physical pain? Not emotional pain, physical pain, like things in her body were hurting her. So let's ask about that. Let's see what we get in the cards. Was Gabby in extreme pain? Some of his word choices made me question. At one point, he did use the word furious about something, and I kind of felt like he snapped. But let's see what the cards say. So this is the Hermit, and that's just trying to get back, following a path. The Hermit's a guide in the night. So I think she was trying to get back. I don't see the Hermit as ever being this card that reminds me of being in extreme pain. It is a card of being kind of lost and not being able to. Sometimes you don't know the way, and then the Hermit can kind of be a great guide when you're feeling lost in the dark. And then Hermit's also a time to kind of go inside of yourself and to reflect and really think about what you want in life and what you maybe don't want in life. It sounds like possibly. It makes me wonder if maybe she had second thoughts about him and whether she wanted to be with him. That really could have been it. Because it really is a introspective card where you really, really stop and you think about things, and is that what you want? And it just made me wonder if she was trying to break up with him, or if she did. And that is why he was furious. I see nothing about her being in pain here. So let's ask if she was breaking up with him. I'm going to focus on that for a second. Was Gabby breaking up with Brian? I kind of have a feeling that's more what it was. Was she breaking up with him? I think they both honestly had a little bit of like, I don't want to say mental illness because that makes you think, really, really like a lot of difficulties. And I think they just had some challenges there. Okay, so this is 2 cards of was she breaking up with him. I think she felt sorry for him. I mean, that's the 6 of Pentacles. That's the well, that's a begging card. And I actually saw that before with her too, kind of begging him to basically take care of her. It's kind of a sad card. Now he says that she was begging him to put her out of her pain, and maybe she was, but I can't imagine she was begging him to kill her. She may have just been saying things like, make it stop, oh my gosh, it hurts, or whatever, but I don't really see a lot of pain in that Hermit card. I'm really feeling more along the lines of just somebody standing over somebody else with and it reminds me of the time that he left her and was saying he wouldn't give her a ride or something. There were, if you go back into some of the transcripts, there were times that, like, he said he was going to leave her and things like that. And I just feel like she was like begging him to take care of her, which is kind of sad. And I think she really had a lot of feelings for him. I don't know that um, I don't know that she was breaking up with him. I don't think she is now that I've seen these cards, because what I feel is that she was really dependent on him. There was like that codependent relationship, and I think she loved him a lot, the King of Cups. I do feel like he loved her too. I just think they were like totally kind of toxic together. Something about their personalities fed off each other all wrong. So I don't feel like they broke up, but I think he held his power over her. I think he did that quite a bit. Okay, let's just ask if he was mentally ill, because I really feel like he was. And I think his diary is sort of rambles. I don't see that she was in pain the way he was saying she was. Was he mentally ill? I don't even know if she really fell in the creek. Maybe she did. Just makes you wonder. I mean, those things may have happened. Most lies have elements of truth in them. So was he mentally ill? Brian. Brian was impulsive, is what I see, and he didn't think. This is the Knight of Wands. It's a very much a person that's real acts quickly, doesn't think things through, is very impulsive, and I think that's the way he was with her, and in life in general. I just think he almost an ADHD personality or something. He was just not. His everything got the best of him. He would act before he would think, and he would act before he would stop and feel into situations. He would just act. That was the way he responded to things. He just acted. Boom. He was really, really impulsive. So I do think in that sense, he was very impulsive, and he did things before he really thought them through. I guess that would make sense of him going and killing himself and killing her. And that's what I think happened. I think he acted impulsively. Um, it's not like he didn't love her, but he was very, very just not in good control of himself either. And I think there was a part of her that just got on his last nerve, and her crying and stuff. I don't think he could handle that very well. So let's just ask why he did kill her, because it doesn't look like she was in pain. So let's just ask more about that. Why did Brian Laundrie kill Gabby? Let's see, why did he kill her? Well, that's the Ace of Wands, and that does make me wonder if there might have been even somebody else in the picture at some point. The Ace of Wands is, it's maybe she was rebuffing his advances. It can allude to a sexual card, and that she may have not wanted anything to do with him. The Knight of Wands can be that way as well, so it does make me wonder that she was just kind of tired of them. There was lots of fighting going on, and that there was he manipulated her emotionally, is what I get quite a bit, to where she would beg him, and he was very impulsive, very, very impulsive, very like pushy with her, and very demanding of her and things like that. Thought of himself a lot, not of her as much. Hmm. Not the best guy. So let's ask for more details about what happened. To me, I'm seeing possible like sexual rebuff And I felt that before too, that she just, I thought at first she was breaking up with him, but I think it was more of like a sexual rebuffing that she was mad at him, tired of him. And he was always holding that power over her, like, make you have to do what I want or what I say type situation. Yeah, so that's the not satisfied. And I think neither of them were satisfied. I really do. And I think she was trying to, I think she really loved him, was trying to get him to pay attention to her and care about her. And he was, you better do things my way or I will not share my emotions with you. I will not love you, kind of withhold things. So then I think there was withholding on her end. There was this whole, yeah, I think there was this whole withholding from each other. Him, it was more of an emotional, I'm going to withhold my emotions from you and my love and care about you. And for her, it was, I'm going to withhold my body from you and I'm not going to show you that I love you or care about you in that sense. And I think there was just this real friction there and everybody getting on everybody's nerves. Everybody angry at each other, everybody kind of breaking down and begging and angry and just really, really toxic. Just really toxic is what I see. Neither of them was satisfied with the way things were going. And unfortunately, instead of like sitting down as adults and talking, these two would use like emotional and whatever the physical manipulation, just they would do things to manipulate one another to act in the way they wanted them to, is what I'm saying. And it just made them more and more frustrated because it wasn't really working, is what I was getting. So that's unfortunately their relationship was this one of real emotional manipulation, and it started to really break down. Everything started to break down, and wasn't nobody was being manipulated anymore because it wasn't working anymore. They were just tired of it, and it just got everybody super frustrated. And it just looked like he just cracked. He just cracked. I'll pull one more card. Anything else we should know about what happened with Brian and Gabby? Super toxic relationship. Anything else we should know about what happened with Brian and Gabby? Well, that's the star. And I mean, at the end, that reminds me of Gabby, and I just feel like she's at peace. I know that's kind of a strange card to pull in a tarot reading where somebody was murdered, but I think that really is the message, that she's at peace. The star is totally at peace. It's a woman totally at peace and feeling at peace, and I think she is. I think she is. Hmm. It's a very, it's a lot of balance going on now. Now this is in the past, is what I feel like, and now she's happy now. Now I know that's nuts. That really sounds crazy, right? But really, that is kind of what I'm getting. That she's at peace, and I think that's the message that she wanted to come through. That she is at peace. Yeah, and strong now, stronger than she was. Yeah. I think we continue to learn in life, even after life, and I think she has. I think she sees kind of the ways she was acting were weak, and she didn't quite understand, and just immature. And I think she's matured as a spirit and is much more balanced and in a good place. And I think that's the message she wants to bring through. So with that, I will end this, and I'll leave it at that. All right, take care, everyone.